Attraction 1. The Undersea Voyage of the Little Mermaid, Disneyland Paris. While it remains unbuilt at Tokyo Disney Sea, a Little Mermaid themed dog ride was to open on the hillside facing Pizzeria Bella Notte, so that it would fit the Mediterranean look of this part of Fantasyland. However, since then, Disney California Adventure and Magic Kingdom have built this ride. Attraction 2. Maton Bobsleds, Disneyland Paris. An updated replica of the popular ride from Disneyland, which would have been placed behind Fantasyland Station. A still existing tunnel was created below the station so that the ride could have been accessible from both the Toad Hall area and from Les Pays des Contes de Fées. Attraction 3. Indiana Jones Adventure Outpost, Disneyland Paris. Since 1995, the Lost Jungle exploration space behind Indiana Jones et le Temple du Peril has been reserved for an attraction of the size of Indiana Jones Adventure Temple of the Forbidden Eye. It is unknown if it may become reality or whether the space is entirely for that attraction, with one report saying there was to be a jungle expedition Jeep dog ride to compensate for the lack of a jungle cruise. Speaking of the devil, attraction for jungle expedition, a Jeep ride designed for the park similar to Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Attraction 5. Since Splash Mountain and Disneyland Paris were built at the same time, the ride was not part of the original design. However, Imagineers intended to have it built in the Cottonwood Creek area of Frontierland in the following years. They designed Frontierland Depot so that the station can be easily removed and relocated elsewhere. Attraction 6. Tarzan Coaster. The Tarzan Coaster was envisioned to be built near Captain Hook's pirate ship and using in part the Swiss Robinson tree structure. Attraction 7. Geyser Mountain. While it remained unbuilt at Disneyland, they tried to make a second one at Disneyland Paris. Attraction 8. Discovery Mountain, Disneyland Paris. A large showcase attraction including a Nautilus-themed restaurant along with a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea exhibit, a clone of Epcot's Horizons, Space Mountain, a Journey to the Center of the Earth freefall ride, among other things. The complex was a victim of budget cuts, but came so close to fruition that construction actually did begin. Edit. I found a website that talks about it, but because I don't know French, I'll have to translate. Discovery Mountain is an ambitious project dear to Tim Delaney, which was to consist of several attractions. It was developed in the late 1980s for Discoveryland at Disneyland Paris, which was then still under construction. The project was unfortunately abandoned for financial reasons, but was used for the development of other popular Disney attractions. The project was a vast dome in the heart of the land that was to house an entire attraction complex on the universe of Jules Verne. The dome was to have a diameter of approximately 100 meters compared to 62 for the current attraction and was to cover the entire central area. Inside, several attractions were to be present, such as an adaptation of the attraction Horizons already present at Epcot, which offered a vision of the 21st century, retro-futuristic aircraft, and a new attraction Skyway, as well as a roller coaster inspired by the novel From the Earth to the Moon, simulating a trip to the moon. A lagoon with underwater, a scenic route allowing you to visit the Nautilus, and a seafood restaurant in the luxurious lounges of Captain Nemo, inspired by the novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, as well as the film of the same name dating from 1954. An attraction inspired by the novel Journey to the Center of the Earth, which would have been a drop tower simulating the vertical displacement experienced by people inside the volcano. An air bridge. Although the project was never carried out, traces of it remain. The dome was to be connected by an aerial bridge to Videopolis. The openings are still present. During the construction of the park, these two portholes were connected to a double exterior metal staircase, providing direct access to the Videopolis floor. The staircase is even visible in the first plans of the park. However, these were removed just before the opening in April 1992 at the request of Michael Eisner, then CEO of the Walt Disney Company, as they obstructed the view and perspective towards Star Tours. Today, the two flower beds that served as the base of the two staircases still remain. It is in one of them that we find Wally and Eve. On August 3, 1994, Tim Delaney changed the name Discovery Mountain. Attraction 9, Beauty and the Beast, a tiki room-style attraction planned for Fantasyland. Attraction 10, Pirates of the Caribbean Shooting Gallery, an attraction that was originally planned to be similar to the Frontierland Shooting Gallery, but with a pirate theme. It was never built. Attraction 11, Extraterrestrial Alien Encounter, Disneyland Paris. A clone of the former Magic Kingdom attraction was intended for Discoveryland. Attraction 12, The Great Movie Ride, Walt Disney Studios Park. While it remains unbuilt at Disneyland, a duplicate was planned for Walt Disney Studios Park, but never made it past the building stage. Attraction 13, Doc Hudson's Desert School of Driving, a land-based version of Aquatopia at Tokyo Disney Sea. Attraction 14, Peter Pan's Flight, Hong Kong Disneyland, a dark ride that would have been placed in Fantasyland. It would have been similar to the Magic Kingdom one. Attraction 15, The Little Mermaid, Ariel's Undersea Adventure, Hong Kong Disneyland. An attraction that was mentioned in the project fact sheet in 1999. A variant of it is currently operating at Paradise Gardens Park at Disney's California Adventure and in the Enchanted Forest sub-area at the Magic Kingdom. Attraction 16, Raging Spirits, Hong Kong Disneyland, a speedy roller coaster that would whisk guests through a very dark jungle. This ride would have been placed in Adventureland. Attraction 17, The Boneyard, Hong Kong Disneyland. The popular Animal Kingdom attraction would have been recreated in Adventureland. Attraction 18, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Hong Kong Disneyland. Another version of the roller coaster that would have been placed in Frontierland on opening day. Attraction 19, Unnamed Foot Adventure, a dark ride based in a pioneer settlement. Special effects would have been included. Attraction 20, The Haunted Mansion, Hong Kong Disneyland. A Haunted Mansion style attraction would have been located in Frontierland. If built, it would have broken the tradition of placing the mansion in a different land at each park. It was replaced with Mystic Manor due to ghosts being a big taboo in Chinese culture. Attraction 21. Grizzly River Run, Hong Kong, Disneyland. A version of the California Adventure River Raft Ride was originally planned as an opening day thrill. It is unknown if the design of the mountain would have changed. Attraction 22. It's Tough to Be a Bug, Hong Kong, Disneyland. A 3D film that would have been planned for Frontierland. Attraction 23. Pirates of the Caribbean, Hong Kong, Disneyland. A Splash Mountain style water ride that would have been placed in Pirate Land. It was themed around the Pirates of the Caribbean films. The final drop of this attraction would have guests soaring down a waterfall out of a skull-shaped rock, crashing into a capsized. Attraction 24, Soaring, Hong Kong, Disneyland. A soaring style attraction that was to have been placed in Tomorrowland.
You guys remember to stay hydrated, okay?